Greetings everyone, Dave here from Off the Grid Adventures. Yep, this is another blasting video down on my farm today. I've got this old ironbark tree here. It's probably been dead for about, I'd say looking at it, at least 30 years. I did cut some limbs off it with a chainsaw, this side and on the other side, but I can't get these big ones here. And I'll give you a shot of the tree in a sec, but it's a really great tree for firewood. I thought about getting up here with the ladder and cutting these limbs off, but it's too dangerous. They're all intertwined, and I think when they fall, they'll bring other branches down with it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast it. I want to be careful with this one because I've got a shed about 300 metres over, so I don't want to land any fly rock on it. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the main charges on the back. I'll have 3 of them, and because what I find is if you have one big charge, although it will lift the tree out, you get a lot more fly rock. You have smaller charges and you get a bit of a shearing effect happening, and it'll snap the roots a lot better and she'll fall over and you won't get as much fly rock. So what I do now is I'm just working out the powder factor. I'll put a nail in the tree. So what I'll do is I'll just measure around, and she comes in at, this is a really old tape measure, 3 meters 50. So that's the circumference. So divide it by 1/3, so just over 1 meter. So anyone that uses ANFO will know the powder factor. I won't tell you it here because I don't know what the legalities are with that in this day and age. Now I'll be using ANFO. The charges will be linked up with det cord, and like I said, there'll be 3 of them, and they'll go instantaneous. So yeah, I might put 2 kilos in that back hole there, because most of the fly rock will go up into the trees there, and there's nothing up there for about like I think 5 kilometres. And once again, I'll just say for people monitoring the channel, this blasting's done on my farm and it's all legal, and I've notified my neighbours, and I'll be putting signs out shortly before I charge the holes. Alright, so let's get on with it. Okay, I'll give you a shot of the tree. She's about, looking at it, it's about 25, 30 metres high, and you see what I mean about those branches. They're all solid, or I'm guessing they all are. There is a risk standing underneath this thing, and the less I'm here the better. But if I can get this to drop, it'll be enough firewood to last me probably 2 years. So there's no birds in the trees, so yeah. Okay, now this is what's known as a post hole gun. I'll just give you a close up. Now this one's made out of a bit of stainless steel solid bar. I had it machined up probably about 20 years ago. I've probably done about 100 shots with this, and it's holding up quite well. The piece of Stano was pretty expensive. If you had to buy that now, you're probably looking at about $100 for that piece. But I've got an original one down there, and it's made out of high tensile steel. And as you know, with black powder, it is very corrosive, but you don't have that problem with the Stano, so it's good. All right, so I'm using safety fuse. So she goes in there. Hang on, if I can get it in there. Yep, she's a snug fit. Okay, so I push the fuse in a couple of inches. Now the safety fuse is more than 1 metre long. That's blasting requirements in Australia. All right, so I've got some double F black powder here. Coarse black powder is better, but I couldn't get any And this is probably the last of my black powder. I've got enough to do 3 shots, and then I've run out. So, but double F works good. Probably works a bit better than the coarse stuff. All right, so you fill it up probably about 1 centimetre from the top, and just jam a bit of paper or a bit of cloth in the end of it to stop the powder coming out. Alright, so we'll put that over there. Now this gets hammered in with a sledgehammer, and it is quite safe, but saying that, just when I do hammer it in, I make sure I'm not standing over the top of it, because if it does go, it does come out quite far sometimes, and if that hits you, it'll probably kill you. And this cable will be tied off to a tree or a log, so that way I can find the post hole gun when she comes out. Alright, so I'm going to put one at the back of the tree here, and that'll be my main charge. So ideally you find next to a root. So just move the camera so you can see. Sometimes you've got to have a couple of goes at it. Okay, so I'll tie that off now. I'll tie it off with this log just here. Alright, I'll move the camera back and I'll let this one off. That sounded like a good one. When there's not much noise, means most of the energy went down. When you get a real loud bang with that, it means that the shock waves come right up. So I'll dig that out now, and we'll do the next hole around and the next one. Okay. Another good one. Let's scrape that dirt out now. Okay, this is what you want. There. That hole goes down about 700. It's I've actually dug around the root down there, so I'll put the charge under that root and I'll sever that. Now I'm going to go with 2 charges. I've had a change of heart. I was looking at this tree and it's got a natural crack up the guts of it where it splits into 3. So I think if I put a big enough charge under that crack there, she'll split right up the guts, and the weight of that tree, and with this hole as well, should bring it down. Now that one there is about 600 deep, or probably 650, and so we'll charge these 2 holes now. Okay, here's your charge, Ampho, and this is 10 grain det cord. It travels at the rate of about 7,200 meters a second. Excuse me. So it's actually explosive in a tube, detonating cord they call it. All right. So I'll put this charge down and I'll link the 2 up. So I'll get him right down under the root, and we'll connect this up now, and then I'll fill the holes in, and we'll let her rip shortly. You can't see much here, but you can see a bit of the det cord there. I always like to cover up the detonator and most of the det cord. It keeps the noise down a little bit. Now I found this sawn off piece of log, and I packed that hole in as much as I could with some dirt, and I put that log over the top at a bit of weight, and that'll probably get launched or up that way, but that's fine. And this side's compacted right down, and this time I've got 2 meters of safety fuse, and I'll move the car back and just check the gates. The signs are out and there's no one there, and I'll get my neighbour to come down and just stand at the gate and make sure no one comes through. Alright, back in a sec. It almost totally went. I think the next time I come up, that branch will have fallen down. There's not much holding it, and she's rotted in the middle. If you look there, and that root is pretty much severed all round. Yeah, I think that'll go. I could even get that with a chainsaw, I think, but I don't think I'll have to. But yeah, it was a good blast. Not much fly rock. Surprisingly, the limbs twisted around and fell that way, and I thought they all would have went over that way, but I put a cheap camera over there, so hopefully I got some good footage with it. But yeah, that's got a bit of a lean on it, and yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. I think it'll go down. Half an hour after I filmed that blast, the tree fell over. So it was a good outcome, and yeah, there's a hell of a lot of firewood there. I might cut some now actually, and bring back half a load with me. That'll do it. Put the back of the ute in now and load up. Cool. Oh well, you work a bit faster when you're being filmed. That'll do for today. Heaps more wood here too. Alright, bye for now guys.